So basically, I started YouTube off. Well, I've been doing YouTube since I was 11, 12. Well, really like 12, because I always wanted to become a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Seeing Corey Kenshin, all these other different YouTubers, Dashie, all these other different YouTubers that inspired me to become a YouTuber, streamer, content creator, whatever you want to call it. Really a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Streaming wasn't really a big thing back in the day. Like back in 2018, 2017, like it was. You know what I'm saying? Mainly YouTube, just like YouTube being a YouTuber. I've been editing like little videos and shit back then. That's how I really learned how to do. That's how I really learned how to edit and shit. I was using Share Factory on my PS4, and that's where I really learned the basics of editing. And then when I turned 16, 15, 16, when I turned 15, at that point I was really trying to become a content creator. At that point I was seeing like Speed, Aiden Ross, like go up, and they were young. And I'm looking at their age; they're young as fuck. Like Speed was 16 when I was watching, like even when he first started and shit. Aiden was like 18, 19. Then I finally started. I finally went to go get my ID and shit like that, and then I was able to work at Walmart. But I basically, applied at Walmart. Went to up there, and talked to them. Got an interview. Um, you know, Successfully went through the interview, got an orientation, and I started working at Walmart. Then that's when, like, you know what I'm saying, basically I was trying to start content from there. So basically, the first thing that got me to the step of making content was getting a PC. So this is where it starts at. Number one, if you want to become a content creator, first thing you want to do, you don't have to do these, like, you know what I'm saying, by order, but these are the things that you need to become a content creator. For niggas that want to become, if you're new to the space, if you want to be a content creator, there's a lot of people that want to become content creators out there. So if you need help, if you see this video will help you, my nigga. So first thing first, basically I'm telling the story and also like giving the shit in order that you need. So what I first started off with, I first started off getting a PC. I got a PC. Now, usually you want to get like a decent PC, not too crazy, because you want to be in budget. So basically, usually when you're starting off streaming, you don't want to have like, you don't have to necessarily have the craziest shit when you first start off. You're just starting off, basically. You know what I'm saying? So you don't gotta have the craziest shit. You can start out with some decent shit, mid-level shit, nothing too crazy, but also something that can be sustainable for streaming YouTube or whatever the case may be. So basically, I got like a PC, but it was a PC that was a friend of mine. He had nothing in it. Like, he basically gave me a PC with a Kingston data memory card, and he gave me and he said it had no graphics card, which means I'm not gonna be able to play any of the main games that people play today. Like Fortnite, I wasn't able to play none of that shit until I got a graphics card. So I wasn't able to play no games, maybe only Roblox. It was only the only games I was actually able to play when when I first got the PC. So basically, I didn't have no graphics card. I wasn't able, and I was trying to play GTA RP. GTA RP was going crazy during the time. It still is, kind of right now. But GTA RP, I had to have a certain amount of, and I had to have a graphics card. I had to have a good CPU. I didn't have none of those things. I had an AMD Ryzen 3. I was basically just using basically the default shit. I was using the shit that it came with. Number fucking 2. Get a camera. Now, if you want to do content, like, it's 2025, I ain't gonna lie, it's 2025, you're going to need a camera. You're gonna have to, if you don't like showing your face or whatever, if you want to become a content creator, you're gonna have to break that. You're gonna have to break that, shyness. You're gonna have to get used to the camera. You're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? If you want to become a content creator and shit like that, you're gonna have to get used to the camera. You can't do, it's 2025. It's very, very, very low chance that you can just like become a crazy streamer or whatever without the camera. I'm not gonna lie. So, you know what I'm saying? That's not saying that you can't do it, but it's like it's not as high as you actually having your camera on. People would like to look at your fucking face when whoever's there watching, they like to look at their fucking face and shit like that, and interactions and facial expressions and shit like that. People like to look at that. When I first started off, I was using a fucking Logitech C922. I was using a Logitech C922. I was using that shit, and the quality was fucking terrible, but it was something to work with when I first started off. It was just something to get me in the door of streaming. I wanted to go ahead and start streaming, so I ended up getting a Logitech C922. After I got my camera, I ended up getting a microphone. Now, when I had my first microphone, I got off Best Buy. It was a I think it was a HyperX Quadcast. Shout out to HyperX. It was a HyperX Quadcast, and that was actually a great fucking mic in my opinion. Like I saw Speed with that microphone, and Speed was like, he was pretty big during the time. Like I was like, damn, so I got a pretty good microphone. Like I actually had a decent microphone. I spent like damn near $200 on it. I'm not gonna lie, but you don't really have to get a crazy microphone. I right now I have a microphone like this. I have a Insignia. This is a fucking Best Buy brand microphone. I have an Insignia, bro. Like it's not like you don't really need a crazy microphone. Having a low quality microphone might be better for you. You know what I mean? Especially when you're just starting off. Like people like raw, low quality shit sometimes. I don't know. When you're just when you're just like just starting off as a streamer, low quality shit is fine. You're just a start off. You're just starting off. You know what I'm saying? I started off. I had a low quality shit for an entire year. I eventually got this camera later on. Microphone, you know what I'm saying? Microphone. That's the third thing you need. Number 4. But what is the fourth thing? Hold on, man. Oh, lighting. Now, lighting is not really like something that is like it's important, of course, but it's not nothing too crazy. But you do need good lighting. Like right now, I really don't even have the best lighting, but it's something you can see my fucking face. You can see me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like lighting could be something important when it comes to streaming and YouTube and shit like that. Lighting, if you want lighting, you want to have some good lighting. Just have good light. You know what I'm saying? Something like you can. I was using my fucking lamp for a minute. When back when I was at the old crib, I was using my lamp. My lamp was right here next to my fucking monitor, and I would just literally stream like that. I was using my lamp for a minute, so light good. Some decent lighting. It would be something that you need. That's number 4. Number 5, you're gonna need dual monitors. You're going to need dual monitors. Now, when I was first starting off with streaming and shit and YouTube, I had one monitor. I was using one monitor. And I did not know. That was before I knew streamers was using 2 monitors. I dead ass thought they were using one monitor. I'm dead ass. But I knew they had 2 monitors, but I didn't know they was looking at one chat and looking at one to look at their chat and one just to do their reactions or whatever, or gaming or whatever. I didn't know that, so I didn't understand the curriculum. I didn't understand everything about dual monitors and shit like that. Now that I know everything, get dual monitors. You know what I'm saying? That is something I want to help you with. Now, to be able to use dual monitor, you're going to have to need an HDMI cord. And you're gonna need a DP, a display port. You're gonna need 2. You're gonna need one of those. You're gonna need one of each. You're gonna need one for HDMI for one of the monitors. You're gonna need a DP for another one. You're gonna need a display port for another one. Whatever the case may be, whatever you want to put those one of them cords on, whichever monitor, is fine. But you're gonna need 2 monitors, and HDMI for one, and display port for another one. And just connect them to your graphics card. Basically, you're gonna have to connect to your graphics card, and shit like that, and then you'll be good. And then you set up dual monitors through your settings. There's plenty of videos out there that could teach you how to do that using dual monitors and shit like that. Whatever works for your PC, you just figure that out, look that up, and you'll be good. Now, that's basically the 5 things that you need to become a content creator. It was like a short little thing to help people out there. Nothing too crazy. Just some simple shit to get niggas started and shit like that. All right, my boys. If this video helped you even a little bit, my nigga, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below if this video actually helped you, though. Like I really try my best. I know I'm not the craziest YouTuber. I know I don't really have that many subscribers yet. But I try my best to help people, that's like just want to start streaming or doing content. That's the best I could, and try to give them my point of view of it a little bit, and just trying my best to help people out and make the community stronger and just great. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, and join the Discord if you want to become a part of the Liero crew, the community I just created. And yeah, we out, my boys. Peace.